A very good afternoon to my colleague, co-convener Saroj Swaika ji, Executive Committee Member Harshita, Zonal Manager Abhishek Sen ji, and our today's speaker Gautam Chakravarti ji, who is a Tally product expert from East Zone. I welcome you, sir. Friends, we have arranged this session on Tally ERP, Tally Prime 2.0, the new version of Tally. We as a chartered accountant as well as industry are using this Tally for quite long, and we know that the statutory parts TDS, TCS as well as GST, it's very much helpful in our day-to-day accounting as well as reporting as well as filing for statutory forms. Tally is being on a forefront to provide all the updates which the government are being making in GST. Still, I would say there is a lot more to be developed. I hope the session will be grateful. I request my co-convener Saroj Swaika ji to kindly proceed with the proceedings.
Thank you, Naveen. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Abhishek ji, Gautam ji, and all others. I welcome you all in today's session. As Naveen ji, our convener said you about Tally Prime. So today we have with us Gautam Chakravarti sir, who will highlight on the features of this new Tally Prime 2. He will highlight the pros and cons, the benefits, limitations, etc. while using this Tally Prime 2. He will also highlight about the main features and the integration process, how they will help us, how they will convert this Tally to Tally Prime 2 and all other features in today's session. Friends, I also personally request you to clear your any doubts with him within this session only, so that we will be benefited with this Tally Prime 2. With this, I request our member Harshita Agarwal to introduce Mr. Gautam Chakravarti. Harshita.
Thank you, Saroj. Very good afternoon to everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the speaker for today's session, Mr. Gautam Chakravarti. He is the Tally product expert for East Zone at Tally Solutions Private Limited. He has a vast experience in the IT industry spanning 19 years, and he has been working with Tally for 4 years. He has been an esteemed speaker at several industry events, as well as at the ICI chapters and other trade associations. We are glad to have you on board, sir. Looking forward to an enriching session. Thank you.
Thank you, Harshita. Thank you, Saroj ji. I would request Gautam Chakravarti ji to continue the session, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. A very good evening to all. I'm just quickly sharing my screen. Anyone please confirm?
It's available, sir.
Okay, sir. Yes. So already sir has explained. Today we will discuss about Tally Prime release 2.0. Let's see. So this is a quick session overview where we will understand the e-waybill domain. It's written in the PPT, but I know very well that you all are the master in the domain. And followed by, we will understand how easily we can manage the entire e-waybill thing in Tally Prime release 2.0, followed by some powerful reports, new capability we have introduced in this release. And I can assure you that it will help you all considering your daily busy schedule and the type of work which you all mainly perform. It will help you and save your time. Okay, so this is one snapshot of e-waybill. just for our own understanding purpose. And regarding domain, we all know there is a small animation considering that goods is being transferred from the Maharashtra to Karnataka, different states. Okay, and the goods value is above 50,000. So in this scenario, EOA bill part A and part B needs to be generated, and it needs to be given to the transporter, and transporter will move from one state to another state. There would be some checkpoints where he can furnish the details for further process, and the goods gets delivered in the another state as Karnataka. On the other hand, in some cases, that if the goods is getting delivered within the state, as per that state law, in sometimes that EOA bill is required. So it based on that state rules and regulations. So in that case, after getting goods loaded in the factory, the goods gets delivered in the destination along with the EOA bill. Some frequently asked questions, like if owner is having his own vehicle, in that case, can he transfer the material? Yes. So understanding this scenario, we would be required to generate EOA bill by providing the mode of transport and vehicle number in part B. There is no requirement to fill the details of transporter name or the transporter's GST number or ID in part A. So in that case, if I am the owner and I am transferring the goods from my own vehicle by giving the vehicle detail, I can generate EOA bill. Another FAQ, in some cases, it might happen a transporter does not have GSTIN or that transporter ID. So in that case, they need to generate transit number using their PAN in the EOA bill portal. They can easily generate this 15-digit transit number, and using this number, they can create the EOA bill. Another use cases, can we extend the validity of the EOA bill? As we all know that there is a certain rules has been given that a particular EOA bill is valid. If today we have generated, then tomorrow till 12 midnight. So delay can be happen due to any reason, like delay due to vehicle breakdown, natural calamity, law and order, some places. So in that case, we can extend that validity of that EOA bill. So as of now, one-day validation for a regular vehicle is 200 kilometers, but I'm not able to one second. So 200 kilometers for 1 day, but for some over-dimensional long cargos, the validity is 20 kilometers in a day. But one thing we need to remember that we cannot extend, we cannot give that request before or after generation of the EOA bill 8 hours. So here is an example that if the validity of the EOA bill is till midnight of 2nd October 2018, then user can extend the same after 4 p.m. on 2nd of October or before 8 a.m. of 3rd of October. So another scenario, that if I am having one invoice which I have created 2 to 3 days back or 1 month back. So due to some reason, I couldn't able to deliver the thing, and today I am trying to deliver with the EOA bill. So can I do that? So as far as law is saying, there is no restriction on invoice date as far as it is past date. Future date is not allowed. So in that case, user can generate EOA bill. So some of such FAQs are already provided. So this is the link for just your reference. आप लोग इसको देख भी सकते हैं. Okay. Now this is one small video where we will understand that how a normal user can generate e-waybill in the portal. This is just for our own understanding because you all are very much aware. But if a user does not use any particular software, in that case, they needs to fill so many fields in the portal. So here, this is site, e-waybill site, the URL it is given. Now here, click on login. A user needs to give the login ID and password, followed by the captcha. Now in the left side, home option is there. If I click on home, here e-waybill option is available. Click on e-waybill. Now generate new. If I click on new, generate new option, this is the form. Now user needs to give all these details, that outward, inward, then subtype, followed by document type, document number, etc., etc. Okay, so now one by one, user needs to give all these details. Then bill from, dispatch from, bill to, ship to details. Now in the next part, user needs to give the item details, its description, HSN quantity, etc., followed by its tax rate. Now in the bottom of this form, transporter details needs to be filled up. So here user is giving the transporter details, his ID. After that, in that preview option, user can get a one-pager preview. So this is the preview of that e-waybill. After that, if the user submit, that e-waybill gets generated. So this is the traditional way using portal, e-waybill portal, one can generate e-waybill. But if user uses Tally release 2.0, in that case, they need not do this duplicate work. They can give all these details as they do today in the software, and after that they can easily generate e-waybill, that we will see. But before that, some prerequisites are there. So before generating e-waybill from Tally Prime, user needs to follow 2-3 things. One, one sec. User needs to select Tally solutions in as GSP. So we will see how easily user can do this. So again, I'm just opening that e-waybill portal. So then we need to register, and we need to choose the API. So in that portal, to register e-waybill, we need to click on register option. Now click on register, then e-waybill registration. We need to give that GSTN number and captcha. So all details will be available. OTP will be sent in that registered mobile number. We need to give that OTP. After that, user can create his user name and password and save it. After creation, this ID and password, they need to enter, and they need to select Tally as a GSP. So now click on login, and we need to give that ID and password we have created, followed by captcha. Now in that home button, the registration tag is there. Click for GSP. Now here we need to give that OTP, which will come to our registered mobile number. Here we need to click on add new. In this add new option, we need to select Tally India Private Limited with a suffix of 3 digits. And we need to give the password, our own choice, and add. So this is the process which we need to follow before generating UAB from Tally. That's it. So this is as simple as that. Now, after this, we will see how easily we can generate UAB for a single invoice. So now go to product. Presently, I am in a sales entry, sales voucher. So I'm selecting a party. I'm giving details in sales ledger. Now I'm selecting item name, followed by quantity, rate, etc. Now I am selecting required tax ledger. Now GST invoice, yes. So in this e-waybill details form, user needs to give the details, the mandatory details which are required to generate the e-waybill. So I'm just giving part A and part B both. And I'm just saving this voucher. Accept yes. So it will ask for ID and password, which I have already created during GSP creation, GSP tagging. So I'm giving this ID and password. And after that, the data will get transmitted in the e-waybill portal, and we will get that e-waybill details as well as QR code. So here it will, it is showing that it's taking a bit more time, but in normal scenario, when we will try it in our real-time production server, it will work properly fine, because this one has been taken in the sandbox environment. So in this invoice, that invoice number and e-waybill number is available in the first page, and in the next page, e-waybill details, its validity and QR code will be available. So this is as simple as that. User can create user can maintain his day-to-day accounting, as well as whenever required, they can transmit the data immediately after saving the voucher, and user can create e-waybill. This is an example how user can generate e-waybill for a single invoice. Now, there might be some cases where user does not want to send the data after each and every sales entry they are making. Maybe their choice is pura din mein, suppose I need to pass 10-15 entries. First, I would like to complete all these entries. At the end of the day, I would like to create all the e-waybills. So that is also possible for bulk uploading. So you will see how easily we can do that. So here, assuming that user has already passed some entries. Now in the exchange, these entries has already been created, but e-waybill has not generated. So user can select all of them, or user can select 2 or 3 out of the entire list as per his choice. Now click on send button. So here 3 vouchers are there. Do you want to create? Say yes. Now one by one, these informations will getting transferred to the e-waybill portal, and e-waybill will generate accordingly. After this, all the details of that respective invoice will get populated in the respective invoice along with e-waybill number and QR code. That we will see.
Gautamji, just wanted a few information on this e-way bill part. That if
Yes,
a
sir.
user has generated the e-way bill and he has not taken a print, then whether he has to log into the portal again to get that e-way bill number, or it will be saved somewhere in Tally.
Sir, no need
number-
to. Yes, sir.
number two-
What your yes.
Number two, that if part A is only filled up and part B is not filled up, we find that a lot of companies send the detail goods to the transporter where they do not
Yes.
know that which vehicle number will be going, which is being communicated by the transporter ID or the transporter themselves.
Yes,
So
sir.
in that scenario, how suppose if we want to generate part B later on, whether that can be done through Tally or whether we need to go to the portal and do. So these
Yes, sir.
two questions I need if you can answer.
Yes, sir. So for question answer of question number 1 is yes. So later we can easily open any invoice and we can take that e-way bill printout. So we can so there is no need to go to the portal again. Sitting in Tally Prime only, we can take the printout as per our choice. Number 2, if I am giving all the details of part A and presently I don't have the details of part B, software will send the details and portal will allow us to create the e-way bill. After that, when we will get the details of part B, we need to give the part B details in our report. So it is possible, sir.
Part B details has to be entered in Tally only and it will get updated in the portal.
No, in that case, part B details that transporter will give in that their portal. So we will fetch the data in our Tally for our own reference.
So how to get that data fetched? Will it do
Yes, sir.
automatically or we have to do any controls?
Sir, I will just show you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, I'm just opening Tally. Yeah. So is my Tally visible?
It's visible.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So user can go to then e-way bill report. So this is one report where user can get all the details. Yes. So in this e-waybill report, user will get separate buckets where he can easily understand that some uncertain transactions, if some transaction gets rejected by the portal, then what is the reason? Here, e-waybill generated with part B without part B. Okay. So in this basket, so update part B option is available. So I'm just selecting update part B. Then I can get the details. I can give the vehicle number. And I can save it. So this is the process by which we can update the part B in our Tally.
This
Is it okay,
gets
sir?
again updated through API in the portal once we update part B, or is it only a manual entry, sir?
Yeah.
Without
So
any
we are
impact?
yes, sir.
Whether this is only a entry in Tally or whether this also impacts the portal, sir, through API?
Sir, we are assuming that presently I am having the details of part A only. So using part A, I can create my e-waybill. After that, maybe part B details has been updated by the transporter in the portal. So in that case, we can get the details in our product by clicking on update part B option.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And extension of this, I'm finding that some extension option is also there and cancellation is also there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is
So this
also there,
can
sir.
be done directly through the Tally.
Yes, sir. This one, extend e-waybill. So by this option, we can do this. Is it visible, sir?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Now moving back to presentation. Yes. So now we will see how we can cancel a e-waybill. So in that exchange, if we click, so first we are just doing e-waybill report where we are opening a transaction. I'm just selecting this transaction, right side F10, cancel e-waybill option is available. So you need to select the reason. So user needs to select the reason and the remarks. And accept it. After that, we need to transmit the data. So click on exchange, then send e-waybill. So this invoice is available here. We need to click here. For e-waybill cancellation, yes. Then data gets fetched to the portal. And if we check the e-waybill report now, it has been transferred in the cancellation basket. So like this way, easily user can cancel a e-waybill if it is required.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
In this case, invoice is also cancelled, no?
See, in Tally, yeah. So in Tally, invoice will be available, but in e-waybill report, that invoice will get transferred in cancelled e-waybill basket.
I have required to only modify the e-waybill, and first of all, we cancel the original e-waybill, and then we modify the e-waybill. In that case,
I don't think because the e-waybill can be modified.
Exactly, sir. Exactly. So in that case, we need to create a separate invoice because one invoice number cannot be used twice. Praveen, sir.
okay.
If you have made any mistake while generating e-waybill, you need to cancel that e-waybill and generate a fresh one. Now, how Tally, suppose I've generated a e-way bill and there was some mistake in the invoice. Now, correspondingly, I have cancelled the e-way bill and I have made the correction in the invoice. Now, can I generate the e-way bill again through the Tally, sir? That you will be helping us out, Gautam ji.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I clear, Gautam ji, to you?
So, sir, I'm not getting your last line. Actually.
Yeah, actually, I said that I have created an invoice and I've also
Yes.
created an e-way bill for the same.
Right.
But before the goods started transportation, there was some mistake in my invoice. So
Yes.
I have cancelled the e-way bill through in my Tally, and
Right.
I have made changes in my invoice. Suppose I was sending 1000 kgs, but by mistake I have entered in Tally as 1010 or 1 lakh kgs. And without noticing, I have generated the e-way bill.
Right.
Now, since my quantity is different, so I have to cancel my first e-way bill. Now I have
Right.
made the changes of 1 lakh kgs to 10,000 kgs. Now I want
Yes,
to
sir.
generate the e-way bill again. So will the Tally help me out in this?
Yeah. So in that case, what I believe we need to create a separate invoice with the separate new invoice number, because if we modify the old invoice having the old invoice number and if we transmit it, it will reject. It will be rejected by the portal.
But the sir, invoice number is the same. No, only description or quantity will be changed. Not required to change invoice number. Invoice number will be same in that case.
Yes, sir. But against that invoice number, e-way bill has already been generated once, which has been cancelled. But I believe so. Duplicate.
So after cancellation, we can generate again, sir. Now, how to send it from Tally, if you can just show that. Portal will accept it if your original e-way bill has been cancelled. But how will I send the data again? Suppose if you can take an example, I have not chosen, once I have created a sales invoice, I have not chosen to generate the e-way bill at that point of time. So later on, if I want to generate e-way bill for that invoice, how can I do? If you can show that, that will be fine.
Okay. 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 So I'm just okay. So I have shared my Tally. Go to e-way bill. Now see with part B, there is an invoice. This one.
So this is already e-way bill generated one.
Exactly.
Now, once we have cancelled the A invoice, it will go into the cancelled bucket.
Yes.
So am I having any list of the cancelled invoice bucket over here?
Yes, sir. e-way bill cancelled.
So is there any option over here where I can see that the invoices for which e-way bill has not been generated?
Yes, sir. This one. After that, if I click here,
Yeah.
and get e-way bill option is there. Get e-way bill info.
Right.
Say yes. So this one actually we all know that
So once we cancel the e-way bill, my sales voucher will be having the cancelled e-way bill number, or the e-way bill number will get removed from there.
No, it will remain there. Just see once. See, e-way bill cancelled. Enter. Alt F1. Yes, sir. Alt F1 detail view. I'm just showing.
Okay, this is the e-way bill generation time, date and time, and cancellation. Now, if I want to generate again, suppose I modified this invoice, and then I want to generate again. So will the e-way bill number still show over there, or it will get removed?
No, that will be that will update it with the new e-way bill number.
Yeah, we need a new e-way bill number again.
But sir, one thing, like for e-invoice, one invoice cannot be used twice.
Yeah, e-invoice, we cannot use the same invoice number. We have to generate
Exactly.
another one.
Exactly. But for e-waybill, it will portal will allow.
Yeah, portal will allow if the old e-waybill has been cancelled.
Okay, sir. Okay. So in that case, this number will updated, this one.
Yeah, so how will be sending the data again? I just wanted to know that.
So I'm just selecting and get e-waybill info, this one.
Mhm. This will show me that the e-waybill has been cancelled, I think.
Yes. So actually, just give me another second, because this one is release 2. As we all know, government has not given any sandbox facility for e-waybill, which is available for e-invoicing. That is why I cannot transmit data from here.
Okay.
So for sandbox environment, it is there, but still I am having another option. Just give me a moment.
You can continue with the presentation and then you can show it at last, sir, also.
Okay, okay. My screen. Yes. Another scenario, if I want to create e-invoice as well as e-waybill, both, that is also possible from Tally Prime. Here I'm just making one sales entry. I'm giving the details. Tax ledger. Here, all the details I'm giving related to e-waybill, you can say it is empty right now. I'm giving part A and part B details. For invoicing, bill to place, ship to place, I'm giving. Presently, IRN number is blank. Accept yes. Now I need to give the ID and password. So information is there. E-invoice and e-waybill generated successfully. If I see that print preview, see that IRN number gets populated from the portal and QR code of e-invoice. Then e-waybill number is there, and in the next page, IRN number and e-waybill QR code is there. So for any instance, if user wants to create if a user wants to generate e-invoice as well as e-waybill, that is also possible. Now I have opened this same entry in that edit mode. E-waybill number is there and IRN number is also gets fetched in that particular invoice. So this is how we can easily generate e-invoice as well as e-waybill together. Now, there might be some cases where I am not able to transmit the data due to some various reasons. So how, as a user, I will understand that whether the problem is from my end or some issue is happening in the NIC or GSTN portal. So in Tally, there is one about page is there. In the about page, the status online access option is there. So if user clicks there, he will get the status of all the services. So if my browser, my e-invoice and my other services in the Tally Prime is running properly, so in that case, I will get green tick here. And if any issue is happening in that portal end, it will also give me that idea with a red cross. So this is a very helpful and easy way to understand if any issue happens. So user will easily understand that why my data is not getting transferred right now, because there is some maintenance is going on or something else. So we have already seen that in release 2.0, reliable e-waybill solutions we have provided. It is totally connected, compliant as prescribed by the department, and complete. That user will get all the details, that how many invoices are still pending, how many e-waybills has already been generated. If any invoice cancelled by the portal, then it will also show the reason that why it has been cancelled by the portal. So it's a complete report, bird's eye view user will get as far as e-waybill is concerned. Okay, so now I'm just moving to the next topic, GSTIN and HSN validation. It is a long pending and much awaited option. We have incorporated in release 2.0. So now user from Tally Prime, sitting in Tally Prime release 2, easily can validate the GSTIN and HSN SSC code. So here we will show that how easily user can get the GSTN validation. So presently I'm going to party GSTN, yes, party GSTN details, where I am having all the list of my party. Now in the right side, Alt A, get GSTIN info option has been provided. So if I click here, it will ask that whether I want to take a single one or all the GSTINs. Say yes. Obviously for this, I need to give the ID and password. Now what has happened, that all the data gets fetched from the portal. So in the info, one is red. So if I say yes, this is the form where user can see in the left side. I'm just opening that. Yeah. So in this form, the left side option is the details which is available in my local Tally. In the right side, in the blue, that blue part, this is the data which is available in the portal. Okay, so user can easily match this, and due to some reason, if this particular party gets blocked by the portal, so it is showing here blocked. Okay. On the other hand, if we check the another one, Ajanta Transporter, here we can get all the details. So left side is the data available in our software, and right side is the data available in the portal. So no need to go out from the product. User can easily validate the GSTN and the details sitting in Tally Prime. Now, next, HSN and SSC. So in that case, user can also check this. So go to from go to option, GST rate setup is there. So I can get all the details of my product. So I can select all of them, or randomly I can select. Then right side, get HSN SSC info option is available. If I click here, and entering the ID and password, I can get the respective HSN details of my product. So we can see that one has been rejected because that invalid HSN code. So all these blue portion, that that description or that reason for the rejection, this is the same which has been provided by the portal. So we are just fetching that data and providing to the user. So sitting in Tally Prime also, user can check the HSC SSC code and they can validate. So this is what HSN and SSC validation is there. So in this video, we have seen that how we can do it in bulk, but for single validation of GSTIN as well as HSN number, it is also available during item creation or during any party creation. Get GSTIN details option is available. So if user click on that button, they can validate the GSTIN or HSN number. Now moving to the next topic. This is one of very useful, especially for you all, because आप लोग बहुत सारा अपना जो clients है उनका reports check करते हैं, and in some cases you are using some special view which is only required for your audit purpose or your scrutiny purpose. But in Tally, yes, एक problem था. Suppose I am checking one particular report. I have enabled some opening balance yes, closing balance no, some configuration I have done. But after immediately after that, if I gets out of that particular report, user को वापस से same configuration set करना पड़ता था. So going forward, user को ये करना नहीं पड़ेगा. User can save their own views as per their choice, and they can save their report as per their requirement. So powerful reports, convenient to personalize. So we will see how easily we can do this. I'm just opening Tally. One second.
Gautam ji, the e-invoicing can also be done in bulk as the e-waybill one?
Yes, sir. We can do that.
Okay.
Yes. So presently, I'm just opening stock summary. So this is the default view of my stock summary. Okay. Now, as a user, as a chartered accountant, if I want to see that stock summary should look like this, if will that I need the opening balance, inward, and so the stock with the 0 value, say yes. So this is the report which I prefer always. Okay. Now what happens that if I press escape and if I open stock summary again, Tally gives us the same default view. Now going forward, what I will do, I can make the necessary changes as per my choice. And I can say save view option. Okay, click save view. I can give a name, stock summary, my view 1. Okay. Now, if I say that this is a default view, then by default software will open this view. Okay. Otherwise, it will give the default view. It will keep the default view as it is, and I can get my own view also. Okay. I will come to that next option after that. Okay. Now presently I'm in gateway of Tally. If I go to option, stock summary, my view, see, I can get my view. So it is applicable for all the reports. So in future यूजर को बार बार कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करने का कोई रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं चाहिए. So they can save their own views. On the other hand, suppose balance sheet especially. So this is one balance sheet. This is one April detail. So maybe I'm doing some audit on the April details only. So in that case, bar bar humko, I don't want to change that period. So I have said that April. Now click on save view option. Balance sheet. I have written APR. So here two options are available. All companies on this computer and this company. So all companies on this computer means it will work that this view will be available for other companies which is available in this computer, and this company only means all the users who are using this company, they can use this view. So save the period, I can say yes. So this is the balance sheet of April. Now I'm going out. Presently I'm gateway of Tally. Now I can easily get balance sheet April. So here we no need to give that period again and set the required time limit. So like this way, user can save as much as view they want to. Okay, and if I want to delete any particular view, that is also possible. So suppose balance sheet, change view, delete saved views. So here I can select a single saved view, or I can select all my saved views. So this is another capability we have incorporated in our Tally. Sir, I just want to take a small pause. Please आप लोग बताइए कि आप लोग को कैसा लगा ये जो सेव व्यू जो ऑप्शन है, इसको आप लोग को कितना हेल्पफुल रहेगा ये.
From my viewpoint, I think it will definitely be helpful because it will save at least 2 minutes in every report.
हाँ, मैं आपको WhatsApp किया हूँ. हाँ.
Yes, sir.
Gautam ji.
Yes, sir.
Is there any limitation for saving number of reports, or it can be saved in unlimited numbers?
Sir, unlimited.
Unlimited.
Yes, sir.
And we can edit also in the saved reports. No.
So in that case, if you want to make some changes, you just create another view and just delete the old one.
So edit option is not there in the saved reports.
So edit means
Suppose I am viewing this report which you
yes,
have
sir.
saved. Now I
Yes,
want
sir.
to directly edit in that report for my working. Is
Oh
it
yeah,
possible?
yeah, that is,
Can you show
that is
once?
possible. Yes, yes. So
So for example, in stock summary, if we look
yeah,
for
yeah.
the month of April, in the same configuration format, I would like to see for the month of May. So we again save the save view or edit the same in same format. Earlier we save it.
So presently I'm in stock summary. My screen is visible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so presently I'm from April to May. Okay. Now if I click on Alt F2 and April APR, okay, and I am clicking on Save View, Stock Summary. I'm just trying to implement as you suggested, APR. Okay, sir. All companies set the period. Yes. Accept. Yes. Now presently I'm in Gateway of Tally, Stock Summary APR. So presently I'm from 1st April to 30th April. Now sitting here, if I want to check May, it is possible, sir. Alt F2, May. Sir, presently I'm in May.
The format remains same and the date can be changed.
Yes, sir.
And I think
Okay.
after opening the report,
Okay. Just check that once. Stock summary, my view one. This is the format, sir. And if I want to check APR to 10th of April. Sir, same view, but we can see from 1st April to 10th April, sir. Couple of minutes back, I have activated opening, inward, outward, closing. So same view, but period has changed from 1st April to 10th of April. Now, if I click on May, same format, period has been changed. Now, if I want to also save this this report with what particular this period, that is also possible, but we need to give another number, another name. Is this clear, sir?
yes.
Okay.
Gautam ji, there are circumstances where we do advanced configuration while viewing a report. For example, I'm viewing a cash book and I want to see all the transactions where my payment voucher is a payment voucher and the transaction amount is above 20,000 or 10,000.
Yes,
In
sir.
that scenario, I generally go to the cash book, select the whole period, and then filter out by going to the advanced configuration.
Yes, sir.
After
Yes,
doing
sir.
the advanced configuration, if I save that file, so
Yes, sir.
all the advanced configuration will be coming up again?
Yes, sir. It will come again.
Okay.
Suppose display daybook. Okay. So this is my daybook.
Right.
Now I'm just going to configuration. Sorry. I'm clicking on range, vouchers, vouchers having
Voucher type.
Vouchers. Suppose I'm just thinking what to take. Ledgers, name containing sales and
Keep it only one.
credit is greater than 10,000. Okay. So all vouchers it's second. So in a hurry, I have chosen some wrong thing. So okay. So I'm just here clicking save daybook entry then 10K. Here is not required. Yes. Now I'm moving out from this report. If I click on display daybook, it is showing all the details. Okay. Now again, if I click on go to and daybook entry 10K, period I need to give is the period.
The range function also gets saved.
Yes, sir.
That will be helpful, I think, because a lot
Yes,
of
sir.
time we use a lot of range functions to filter out.
Exactly, sir. And this option is specially for you all because आप लोग क्या करते हैं कि कस्टमर का जो वे ऑफ वर्किंग है उसका बेसिस में आप उसका डेटा को ऑडिट करते हैं, आप उसका डेटा को देखते हैं. So in that case, earlier आप लोग को
We generally view a lot of columnar views also. So columnar views are generally not available in default settings. So we need to go to Alt F8 and do the columnar settings and then
Exactly.
view the reports. So that has to be done again and again.
Yes, sir. So going forward, just आपको उसको just एक बार save करना है. So in that case, that repetition of duplication of work नहीं रहेगा. Not only this, for group companies also, you can use this. It will also happen for group companies also.
One thing I would like to ask, in save view,
Yes, sir.
if any additional data is to be inserted, it will automatically update that save view or not? In between that range.
Sir, kindly और थोड़ा सा elaborately बोलिए ना. I'm not getting. Means additional.
That if you
Yes.
assume that if you this in this example you save
Yes.
10,000 greater than 10,000. If I add more one data or punch one entry more than 10,000, it will automatically updated in that save view or not?
Yeah. Definitely. One second. Just have a look. Voucher entry. Okay. Date is 25th May. Okay. Sales. I'm just making it on fly. Okay. You have your reference number 111. Okay. Party name Hacharia Asia. I'm just saving it. Sales common I'm taking. Quantity I'm taking. 121 rate then okay, I'm just leaving this text part because something GST will name चाहिए. Just saving this. Invoice number 26 and 25th
Amount will
May.
be sufficient, so we'll be able to see.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to go to daybook.
Yeah.
So, sir, this is the report. Invoice number 26.
The computational part happens every time. Only the view gets saved.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So hope ये वाला जो option है, you all will love this option. Save view.
And this all save view will be we can view only through go to tab, or is there any other tab from which we can see these reports?
any other tab? Means
For example, there is a display more reports. So if we have a save tab over there, and then we can see all the saved reports over
okay,
there.
okay.
Is there any
Yes,
tab
sir.
like that,
It is
or
also possible. Yeah, suppose I'm going to debug. Okay, this is my normal debug. Okay, means default view. Now click here, change view. See, debug entry 10K, post dated bank transaction.
okay, saved view is there?
Yes, sir. So in every report, that change view option is given. So if I click here, it will show the default as well as all the save view that user has done.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, moving to the next slide. Yes. So with Tally Prime release 2.0, save my view makes Tally reporting even more powerful, जो हम लोग अभी थोड़ा देर पहले देखें. Okay. Obviously, we can save all the configurations. We can apply for a particular company or a particular group of people or all companies. ये हम लोग इसको कर सकते हैं. And there is no limit. We can save as many as views. We can delete already saved views also as per our requirement. Okay. Now, convenient access trib. So trib tally reports in browser. Sir, ये हम लोग का पहले भी था earlier also, but in this release we have enhanced the overall capability. So consistently up इसमें जो डेवलपमेंट हुआ है वो हम लोग विजुअलाइज करेंगे, बट ओवरऑल विजुअल जो एक्सप्रेशन है वो और भी एनरिच हुआ है. ओके, एंड मे बी यूजर इज यूजिंग डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ डिवाइसेस, तो उसका हिसाब से दैट रिपोर्ट विल गेट फिट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर स्क्रीन. तो ये गैजेट का हिसाब से अपना स्क्रीन का जो साइज है दैट इट विल एडजस्ट. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस सम enhancement हुआ है वो हम लोग इसमें देखेंगे. For that I'm just taking a small pause because I'm trying to project my mobile. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. I have shared my screen. Please confirm whether it's visible or not.
Yes, your desktop is visible, sir.
Okay. 1 second, sir. Yeah, my mobile screen is visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. Yeah. So what I am doing right now, I'm just projecting my mobile in the laptop. Okay, so that we can get that actual experience. Okay. So presently in Tally, I have opened one company and just assume that maybe you are traveling somewhere and you want to check a very important report. So in that case, I'm just trying to open Tally. So presently, whatever we all are seeing, it's in my mobile only. Okay. And I'm just opening Ganeshji company. See, so this is in the left side common reports, right side all the reports is available. So if I click on balance sheet, so this is the balance sheet presently in.
So it fetches the
portrait
live
mode.
data.
Yeah, live data set, portrait mode. Now presently what I have done, I have just make my handset landscape. Now presently you are showing, we all are seeing that we all are getting that landscape, this thing. I'm just scrolling up and scrolling down. Whatever I'm doing in my mobile only. Okay. Again, in the balance sheet right side, there is 3 dot option is there. If I click here, I can download the report in PDF and in Excel also. Okay, so it will get downloaded in my local device. On the other hand, scale factor is there. In some cases, it might happen that the data is having huge amount. So in that case, maybe it's not getting properly visible. So in that case, say if I click on lakhs, apply, see. So it is more convenient for our user to get it. Not only this, drill down option is still available. If I click here, the current asset, so all the details is available. Now I am clicking on sundry debtors. So details is there. So like this way, I can also drill down till the entry point. Okay. Next, another very important and useful feature, like I am into daybook. Presently, I'm into daybook. Presently, I'm on 26th May. Okay. If I want to check 25th, so no need to click here, then say 25th. So this is another option. We can set a range, but another, if you can see that one left arrow and right arrow, right side top, this button has been provided. So if I click left, it will load the previous one. So user no need to set the date again and again. Another one. Okay. And for any particular requirement, if I want to download because I need to send this report or I need to WhatsApp this report to a particular person, easily I can download in Excel format or PDF format and I can send it across. So all these things I'm just doing from my mobile. Furthermore, request you all just to experience the same in your experience the same in your own device once. You will love it because each and every person are using a separate handset, their size and resolution. So the entire getup will change accordingly so that user can get the best experience. Yes, sir.
So can you please give a few pre-configuration that how the users can set these options? Because I don't think it will be available just like that. I think some configuration is to be done.
No, sir. See, I'm just showing you. Presently, I'm just stopping the casting, okay, so that I can show you. What? Sir, my tally is visible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the company. Okay. What I have done, I have clicked. I'm just making it disconnect. See, there is no C is there. So I need to connect. So I need to connect. Click on company. Connect. So now my company is connected with the tally.net server. And another thing, I need to give my .NET ID here. So I have given my .NET ID and password here. That's it, sir. You can try in your in your tally also. So this is tally report in browser.
In the browser, we need to type tallysolutions.com and then we have to log in over there.
Bilkul, sir. One sec. I'm just showing that also. Share screen. Login. See. Sir, all are these companies connected with my tally.net ID. Yes, sir. So
the connected one, which is showing in blue, I can access the reports for those ones.
Yes, sir.
And for this, I need to have whether my actual data is saved. That system needs to be connected to the internet connection, right? And
Yes,
that
sir.
connect one should be there in the tally.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so you can move ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes. So this is what we have seen, that reports on browser, enhanced user experience we have implemented, and the report will set the gadget as per the size and the resolution, and easily user can use that scale factor, the portrait and the landscape view, and for changing the day, they can use that arrow key left, arrow key right, so that they can get the previous day or the next day report easily.
We have to do any setting in the mobile set?
No, sir. I have done certain changes to project my mobile screen into the laptop. I have used that casting experiment, means casting option. If you are using any Samsung mobile, then casting. Otherwise, another name is there, like Smart View. So in your settings option, you will get Smart View or casting option. I have used this to just to project my mobile in the screen. Okay. Because earlier what used to happen, like if I open the same thing in the web browser, you will not get that experience. Like how will I show you that portrait and landscape view? Okay, in the laptop.
So here so the reports get customized. If you're opening in a tab, you need to use your browser and you need to go to tallysolutions.com. Gautamji, if I'm wrong, please correct. Huh? You need to go to tallysolutions.com. You need to give your ID and password. Once you log in, you will be able to see all the companies which are connected. And once you go to the browse report options, you can be able to view all the browsers reports visible over there. And the reports get customized based on the device which you are using. If you're using a laptop, it will get enhanced. If you're using a mobile phone, it will get synchronized according to the device which you're using.
Okay.
That's correct now, Gautamji?
Yes, sir. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Gautamji, we had a few questions in chat box.
Yes, sir.
One question was, do we need to download any specific app in mobile to access the Tally reports?
No, sir. Answer
Only
is
your
no. Actually,
web browser or Chrome browser will be helpful.
yeah, actually, the main reason is presently, till now, we are not using any app, because whenever user is using any app, the data obviously getting stored somewhere. Okay, so that is why, and this is very, sensitive data. So user can use any web browser and they can fetch the data which is stored in your local machine.
And sir, there's a question about how to generate QR code for URD sales, unregistered sales. I think it will be same pattern, or there's anything change in Tally?
No, sir, nothing extra, same. But I have not personally, so I will just recheck and just revert to you.
It
But
will be
it will
same.
happen.
Most probably it will be same,
Yeah.
because if your GST number is there and if you are making an unregistered sale, the invoice will be generated.
Yes, sir.
Another question is from Shehanis Dattaji, Nehanshu Datta, sorry. Does Tally has a feature to record audit trail of each and every transactions and also keep edit log records for each change made in account books?
Yes, sir. Using that audit feature, we can do this audit trail.
Right. Roshanji, the recorded version of this session will be available on Views Exchange YouTube channel. I'll be sending you the links to all the participants after the end of the session. Coming to that regeneration of e-way bill after cancellation of the old one. Do you have any option, Gautamji, to show that, or should we skip that one?
Sir, I'm just trying once.
And there was one personal question of mine, sir. I have heard that Tally has a feature. Most of the times we take data from our customers and make changes. Suppose an accountant is there who has done some mistakes in the few of the transactions. So while
Yes, sir.
going through that transactions, we make some changes. Now, I have heard that without stopping their entry mechanism, we can make changes as an auditor, and then we can share only the changed part with them, and that change
Exactly,
entry
sir.
gets updated. So
Yes, sir.
the feature is known to me, but how to validate that feature and how to use that feature, I am not known about that. So if it
Okay.
is small
So,
one, if you can guide?
Sir, one option is there, mark voucher option. Okay. So if I open my company and click mark voucher set as yes, after that, whatever changes I will have, whatever changes I will make, it will get separated as a mark
Where
voucher.
this option is there, can you show, please?
Yeah. So can I do one thing? I will just share one small document on mark voucher step by step, and you can just send it across so that everyone can get it.
That will be fine.
One means step by step. I will just share with you.
Yeah, because this is one of the few things which as a CA we require a lot, because maximum entries are done by the accountant of my clients, but they make general mistakes. Sometimes they have not created the proper ledger, or they have not tagged in a proper head. So few changes we generally make.
Yes, sir.
So if you could make that changes and share with them, they can automatically update their data, and the whole data does not get changed by those things.
Exactly, sir. So I will just give a complete step-by-step document.
So if any of our participants have any more questions, they can unmute and ask.
But I have one question in mind. Is there any option to copy the narrations, which will be helpful the accountant to write again and again? Is it available?
Yes, sir. We can do that. See, in Tally Prime, Control-C, Control-V option is also there.
Can we see the number of narrations from where we can choose and copy directly?
So in that case means the narrations are already written in the Word file or Notepad. This is the question.
No,
And we want to copy.
maybe like that only, which will be helpful for the accountant to write again and again the same detailed part.
Yes, sir. I'm just sharing my screen once. So I'm in voucher. Just a minute.
By default, Saroj, I think there is two options. One is Control R and one is Alt R. Control R
Exactly.
repeats your last transaction.
Yeah,
last narration.
other than that, suppose we need to find out some earlier entered vouchers narration to be copied there. So then again, we
I
need to
don't
type,
think that option is there.
which was available in, I think, earlier we had used those softwares, no? Long 10,
So-
15 years back. Alt R, Alt C,
Yeah.
Distro, it is there in the Tally, I know. But do
Yeah,
you have
this
any
one-
option wherein we can
Yes, sir.
have a report here having 10, 15, 20 or whatever narrations we have entered earlier, and we can choose that narration directly, which will be copied here.
Okay, from
But
Tally
if you can-
itself.
Saroji is
Yes.
asking, suppose we are into payment voucher and we have, let's say last 10 narrations we have used differently. So while
Okay.
going over here, we can see that last 10 narrations and we can choose from them.
Okay. Let me try.
Because
that.
Alt R
save
and
the time.
Controller will be giving me only the last narrations which I have chosen.
Yes, sir. So this
Am I
is my
correct,
last
Saroji?
transaction.
That this is what I think you were asking.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is one journal entry, journal 1, date 26 May. Presently I'm in narration. I say Control C. Okay. Now I am another entry. Then Control V. Sir, it is there.
It
And
will
it's
be
giving
repeating
this
your last one. Suppose I have used 3 different narrations in a single voucher. It will giving me the last narration which I have used. It will show me that one. The
No,
first one it won't show.
Yes, sir. I have used Control C, Control V option, not the Control R option.
No, Control C, Control V is something which you have already written somewhere and you're copying it from there.
Yes, sir. Okay, okay. Means some kind of list where I can
Yes.
get the.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, sir. Presently,
I
this
don't
is
think
not
it's
available.
not there in Tally.
No, sir.
like
Presently,
like a
Because it
macro
saves
in-
a lot
in
of
Excel
time
sheet.
for accountants. Those
okay.
who are entering doing the entries.
Okay, sir. Very valid feedback, sir. So taken, and we will just update our R&D team so that we can work on it.
Yes, Nehanshu, you were asking something? Gautamji, one question is from Sudipto. Do we need to disconnect one company to connect a second company?
No, sir. Not required.
We can connect as many companies required at one time.
Yes, sir.
The only thing is we need to get all those companies open in our local system and get all those companies connected.
Yes, sir.
So any more questions from the floor? Otherwise, we'll be ending the session. We are ahead 5 minutes of our scheduled time.
But can you show me the daily cash balance from the cash book, Gautam sir? I have.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, Vikasji, please repeat once. Can you show me the daily cash balance, this negative cash or positive cash from the cash book? As in earlier Tally, there is an option F6, but in this Tally Prime, is there any option to see cash balance, negative or cash? Daily cash balance?
So, Facebook. You are asking. So, this one, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I think most of the features from old Tally is already there, but it is hidden somewhere in Tally Prime. Users
That's why
sir,
some
Sir, one request, just use this change view and basis of value. Okay. And exception report will also be available in each and every report. Earlier, it was available in a separate basket in the gateway of Tally. We need to go to exception report. That is still available, but we have segregated exception reports based on the report presently where I am. So in that case, if I click here, exception report, so I will get all these details. Okay, so suppose presently, just see one small example, stock summary. If I click on exception, see negative stock is there because presently I'm in stock summary. So I want exception report. So negative stock. So these all of the stocks I am having negative report. So that we have incorporated in these basket. So user को एक बार देखने से means he will be, he can remember. It will be easier for them to navigate in future.
So there are two more questions. One is, does Tally accept importing data from other accounting softwares?
Sir, as far as import is option from another software, no. So in that case, we need to understand that what all of the fields user is trying to import, because these fields are not in static nature. Maybe in some data there is 10 fields, in another data the number of fields and their characteristics are different. So in that case, solutions are available in the market, but before that we need to understand that what kind of data we want to import.
And,
but in the XML format we do the we can it's a general format. So in that case we can send the data from Tally XML format, or we can import also. But specific answer to this question, before doing that we need to first understand, and if required then a small enhancement is required.
And how to migrate from Tally ERP9 to Tally Prime?
So this is very easy. Means from previous version like 6.x version. If I am having any data and if I want to open in Tally Prime, software will automatically say that migration is required. If I click on migrate, it will migrate automatically. Just let me show you. I'm just showing one second.
Currently, Tally Prime and Tally ERP9 can be run both simultaneously. You just need what I would say that you need to install Tally Prime, get the license activated. It will fetch your old license, and once you go to the data path, it will ask you for migration of the company, and you can migrate. Am I correct, Gautam ji?
Yes, sir.
After migration, the data will be available in both the ERP and
No. Once the data is migrated, you won't be able to see in Tally ERP9 again.
Trying to get some old data because most probably I have migrated all the data. Just let me. See, this is one company mark voucher migration required. So if I click here, it will automatically migrate. But suggestion before that, before doing this, we should take a backup, then migrate.
Okay, I think we have exceeded our time frame, Gautam ji. Thanks for the wonderful session. I would request Saroj
Thank
ji
you,
to
sir.
kindly sum up and offer a vote of thanks.
thank you, Naveen. Gautam ji, I thank you personally.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It was a wonderful session, no doubt. We have discussed various features of this Tally Prime 2. We have started with generation of e-way bill. We have discussed how to extend the dates for e-way bill. We have discussed the concepts of how to cancel the e-way bills. We have discussed what are the prerequisites to generate e-way bill in this Tally Prime. We have discussed how to get about GSTN and HSN and SSE validation options available in this Tally Prime. We have discussed and showed us how to generate, which can be saved and continuously available in certain formats which have been configured by us for our own use. We have also showed us and discussed how the enhanced user experience with respect to resizing reports in mobiles, etc., or other devices can be seen. We have also discussed many other features of Tally Prime, which will be obviously helpful for us chartered accountants who need in day-to-day practice. With this, I personally thank on my own behalf and on behalf of Views Exchange. Now I request our member Harshita Agarwal to offer a formal vote of thanks. Harshita.
Very good evening to everyone. I, Harshita Agarwal, on behalf of Views Exchange Chartered Accountant Study Circle, would like to thank Gautam sir for enlightening us with his knowledge on the new features and integration in Tally Prime 2.0. I'm very sure that the precious knowledge he has shared with us today will definitely help us in our work. Thank you once again, sir, for taking out time and enlightening us with this immense knowledge. Thank you for this great deliberation. I would also like to thank all the attendees for being so interactive and attentive. Please stay safe and cautious, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Harshita. Thank you, Gautam ji. Thank you, Abhishek ji. And
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.